Matthew, come back at you again. I know it's all dark here behind me. The camera's sitting right underneath the light and it's all black behind me, but just thought I'd make another little update. Let you see my face again, hear my voice. I want to thank everybody for the great comments about the videos my wife was making. That makes her very proud and gets her more into what I'm doing here. So I want to thank everybody for that. And yes, you can hear my dogs over here playing. But now on this this kit. I'm not sure how old this is. It's a super old kit. Nothing fits. The cab's crooked and the chassis went together pretty good. The cab is just would you too quit? The cab is just stupid dogs. The cab is just horrendous, and I try to put the interior in it, and it breaks the cab back apart because the cab's in 3 pieces. I know they've repopped this quite a few times, so hopefully they've fixed all that for people building the newer ones. And but I'll spin it around here and show you what I'm running into. So just give me just a second here, and I'll get it turned around. So now we're back in the light here. We've got let's start with the fuel tanks. I had them painted once. I went through, see if we can get out of the shadows here, and had it all painted once. Had the paint scheme on it that I wanted, and it wasn't what I wanted. You can still see, of course it's not going to show up on camera. Oh, there you go. I mean, nothing. It was a 4-piece fuel tank. Nothing fit together right. See if I can aim me down here just a little bit more and get it. Let the camera fall over. And it's just it's been puttied twice, filled, sanded, and it's just not then I got this little shadow line here of a fuel tank strap that I sanded off because they were terrible. I was going to paint those back on. Now I've got a shadow of that showing up that wasn't there before. And then I've got this fuel tank here that is even worse. It's been puttied twice, sanded down. I mean, look at that. It's just, it's terrible. I ain't seen the seam around the side. Man, I can't put something like that together. I can't, well, I could, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life working on it. The chassis went together perfect. May have had a few fit issues, but nothing abnormal. Let me just spin you up here a little bit. Then we get to the cab. You can see the seam is left. I spent the entire day yesterday putting this cab together and sanding it. There were gaps. Of course, in order to fill all of this, you have to take all the molded detail off. So you're going to lose all your rivets and stuff. So I just went ahead and sanded the entire cab, took all the rivets off of it. So there's nothing. I zoomed in or what here? Oh crap, there we go. So there's no rivet detail. I took the wipers off. I was going to make it a custom. But I mean, there's a seam all the way around this thing. It's just horrendous. Then I was going to try and trial fit the interior in it this morning. Well, the interior doesn't fit, so now it's broke the back off. Trying to get the interior in, and then it's not even going to close back up around the interior. So it's just, I hope everybody else that builds one of these doesn't have this problem. Hopefully it's been fixed. Like I said, chassis was good. Tires are terrible. Tires are they're junk. But then that chassis went together okay. It's straight and sets level. But the cab is terrible. So if anything, I'm thinking about just putting the glass in it. And for some reason, the cab, when you set it on the chassis where it's supposed to be, and I knocked one of these exhaust ports off. I keep knocking those off. But when you put the cab on where it's supposed to be, it doesn't even fit the truck. So the entire thing is twisted. So, and it was like that before I put the interior in. So that's of no help. I had some batteries here out of a car, I don't remember which one. And I was thinking about putting those inside the battery box and leaving the battery box door open, but here's the battery box. It went together okay. But the battery was too big to even cut in half and put in the box. Which is kind of a bummer, so I'll put them in there and then leave the door open, but that's alright. But anyway, back to this. It's just, if anything, I may take the interior out. Put the windows in, because windows do fit. That's one thing that fits. And then just, black them out so you really can't see inside. And just make it so that the top doesn't tilt so you can't see there's nothing inside. But that's going to defeat the whole purpose of, all this. So, I don't know. It's just, if anybody has any ideas what to do this thing. Because the chassis looks, really good. That's decent looking chassis. And then it's only my second semi, but it's still turned out pretty decent. But I think I'm about done with the old kits. I like the new ones. I like things that at least fit. I mean, every kit has a little bit of problems, a little sanding to make this fit right or that fit right. But when you start buying tubes of this stuff, you can see how much I've used out of it so far, just on fuel tanks. Then it's time to move on to something better. So I'll get this put up, but I just want to thank all my subscribers for hanging there and watching, and all the comments from my wife. I really appreciate that. She appreciates it, and she likes what I do. She likes the hobby. She likes making the videos. And we're going to get started on our little buddy build together. That will probably only run on the weekends. She gets home from work, of course she's tired, and we gotta get supper and all that. But so that'll be our weekend things together. We'll get started on that pretty soon. So again, thanks, and stay tuned for more, and we'll talk to you another time. Bye.